Hi, everyone. Welcome to the University of Maryland School of Nursing Workshop Wednesday session, prerequisite session focusing on transferring your credits to the University of Maryland School of Nursing. I am Brittany Robinson. I'm the undergraduate admissions recruiter here at UMSUN. So if you do have any additional questions at the end of the session, please feel free to reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you. I do want to let everyone know before we begin this session that it is being recorded. So today's session is going to cover prerequisite requirements, applying with courses in progress, how to complete the prerequisite course list, and then I'll give you all an opportunity to ask me any questions at the end. So the University of Maryland School of Nursing offers 3 different program options for our undergraduate programs. If you're interested in pursuing your Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, you can apply to either the Entry BSN program or the online RN-to-BSN program. Or if you're interested in pursuing your Master's of Science in Nursing degree, we also have an RN-to-MSN program for licensed registered nurses. So beginning with the Entry to BSN program, just to give you all a quick overview, the BSN program is a nationally respected program that transforms students who are new to the field of nursing into top-tier nurses. This program will prepare you for a nursing career across a broad spectrum of acute, chronic, and community-based settings. While completing this program, you will build your nursing competencies in state-of-the-art facilities, develop relationships with bright, driven students like yourselves, and take part in engaging clinical experiences that challenge you to succeed in real life situations. So as a part of the application process for the BSN program, applicants are required to complete the prerequisites listed on the screen. Applicants who are applying to the BSN program with a bachelor's degree are only required to complete the 7 courses listed in bold. If you are applying to the BSN program without a bachelor's degree, you will be required to complete all 59 credits of prerequisites. BSN Prerequisite Requirements. So for science courses, all science coursework must be completed within 10 years of admission. Science coursework must be equivalent to a minimum of 4 credits and must include a lab. All other prerequisites must be equivalent to a minimum of 3 credits, except for courses used to fulfill general elective requirements. And as I previously mentioned, applicants who are applying to the program with a bachelor's degree are required to only complete the following courses in bold. You may complete online courses and virtual labs at any accredited college or university. So the next few slides, I'm going to cover all of the prerequisites, starting with the science courses. So for general chemistry, applicants must complete a general chemistry course or higher. So for an example, you can complete organic or inorganic or biochemistry to fulfill the general chem requirement. However, introduction to chemistry is not accepted. For the A&P 1 and 2 requirements, you must complete a 2-course sequence of human anatomy and physiology. If your school offers this course as separate courses as human anatomy in one semester and human physiology in the other semester, you may also use those courses to fulfill the A&P requirements as well. And then lastly, for the microbiology, it must be a general microbiology course that specifically studies microorganisms and includes a lab. Biology and cell biology is not accepted to fulfill the microbiology requirement. So moving on to the next 3 courses on that bolded list, Human Growth and Development. This course is typically a developmental psychology or human development course that covers the entire human lifespan from conception to death. Early childhood and adolescent development is not accepted. However, if you have taken a culmination of these courses, for instance, if you completed early childhood and then completed an adolescent development and then completed an adult and aging course, you can use all 3 courses to fulfill the human growth and development requirement. However, it does have to cover the entire human lifespan. And so moving on to statistics. At UMSUN, we will accept any 100 level or higher statistics course. So if you completed statistics for psychology, or if you completed a biostats course, or if you completed an intro to stats, it will be accepted as long as it's 100 level or higher. And then lastly, for the nutrition course. The nutrition course must be a human nutrition course that covers diet and chronic disease. Sports nutrition and weight loss classes are not accepted to fulfill the nutrition requirement. So you want to be sure that you are completing an actual human nutrition course. And so for applicants who are applying without a bachelor's degree, the rest of the slides are going to cover the remaining prerequisites from that list. So for the English composition requirements, we do require an English 1 and 2. You must complete 2 English courses. This can either be English composition, English writing, or English literature. Please note that your English 2 course must be a higher level than the English 1 course. And for the college mathematics requirement, applicants are required to complete a college algebra, pre-calculus, or calculus course. And then for psychology and sociology, you must complete any course from the psychology or sociology department at your school. Most students typically will complete intro to psych or intro to sociology. However, if your school offers another psych or sociology course that you are interested in, you can definitely take that course to fulfill this requirement. And so this slide covers the elective requirements for the program. So starting with the humanities electives, applicants must complete a total of 9 credits of humanities electives, and this is 3 humanities courses. Applicants can choose from the following categories, and it can be art, music, history, theater, dance, communications, philosophy, literature, religious studies, language, speech, and women's studies. However, you do have to complete 3 courses. And for the social science elective, you must complete any course from the following categories. This can be anthropology, economics, geography, history, political science, criminal justice, women's studies, or you can take an additional psychology or sociology course to fulfill this requirement. And then lastly, for general electives, applicants must have a total of 7 general elective credits. You can use or take any academic course that you have completed that is 100 level or higher. You can use as many courses as you like to fulfill this requirement. However, it must total to a minimum of 7 credits. The only courses not accepted to fulfill the general elective requirements are nursing and orientation courses. And so moving on to the RN-to-BSN and RN-to-MSN prerequisite requirements, just to give you a quick overview, the RN-to-BSN program is an option for licensed RNs or students enrolled in an ADN program. And then the RN-to-MSN program is an option for licensed RNs looking to earn both their BSN and MSN. So the RN-to-BSN and RN-to-MSN prerequisite requirements are very similar to the entry to BSN prerequisite requirements. If you are applying with a bachelor's degree, you are still only required to complete the courses in bold. And if you are applying without a bachelor's degree, you are required to complete all 59 credits of prerequisites. The biggest difference between these prerequisites that I want to point out is applicants who are applying to either RN-to-BSN or RN-to-MSN program is not required to complete a college mathematics course. In addition to that, you have the option of selecting between sociology or anthropology to fulfill that sociology requirement. RN-to-BSN and RN-to-MSN prerequisite requirements. So for science courses, there is no expiration for science courses for these 2 programs. In addition to that, the science coursework must still be equivalent to a minimum of 4 credits and must include a lab. All other prerequisites must be equivalent to a minimum of 3 credits, except for courses used to fulfill the general elective requirements. And as I mentioned, college math is not required for this program. Applicants applying with a bachelor's degree have the option, applicants applying with a bachelor's degree are required to complete only the following courses listed in bold. And as I mentioned, UMSN does accept virtual and online courses and labs from any accredited college or university. I know this is a lot of information, so I am going to give you all an opportunity to ask me all of your questions at the end of the session. And so moving on to transfer of credit by evaluation, UMSN accepts the following examinations for credit. So we accept AP, CLEP, and IB exams to fulfill any of the prerequisite requirements. However, if you are using these exams, you must submit the official transcript along with your application. And you also must determine if you are meeting the required test score. So we do have a link on our website that's available for you to access to determine if you have completed the required scores for each exam. So applying with courses in progress. To be eligible to apply to the traditional BSN and RN-to-BSN program, you absolutely can apply to the program with courses in progress. However, it cannot be more than 4 courses in progress at the time of the application deadline. In addition to that, you must have 2 sciences already completed and then 1 other course from that bolded list. And that goes for traditional BSN and RN-to-BSN. For applicants that are interested in applying to the RN-to-MSN program, you are not able to have no more than 2 courses in progress at the time of the application deadline. In addition to that, you must have 2 science courses already completed and 1 other course from that bolded list. So I do want to remind everyone that if you are applying to the program with courses in progress, applicants applying for the spring must submit all of their final grades by the end of December, and applicants applying for the fall must submit all of their final grades by the end of July. So completing the prerequisite course list. So as a part of the application, you will be required to submit the prerequisite course list. This document is available on our website. It outlines a lot of important information about applying with courses in progress, when the courses have to be submitted by, and also it has an additional helpful course tips on the right side of the screen. So when you submit this prerequisite course list, you want to make sure that you enter in the course number. So for instance, if you have completed general chemistry, you will write that you've taken Chem 101. The number of credits will be 4. You completed it in 2020 for spring, and you've completed it at Montgomery College. So you just want to make sure that you are filling this out correctly. If you are applying with courses in progress and you are unsure on the term that you will be completing that course or the school, you can list NA or you can list in progress. And if you do have any additional questions about filling out the prerequisite course list, you can always reach out to the Office of Admissions and we'll definitely be able to assist you. So for applications deadline, for the entry to BSN program, we are currently accepting applications for the spring 2022 term. The application deadline is September 1st. And if you are interested in applying to the RN to BSN or RN to MSN program, we are still accepting applications for the fall, and that application deadline is July 15th. And so I do want to thank you all for joining me today on this very rainy day. And I do want to invite you all to take a virtual tour of the University of Maryland School of Nursing, and feel free to visit us. We will be having some other upcoming workshop Wednesday sessions.